In tonight's headlines, Omicron subvariant BA.2.12 detected in Baguio City. Rody okays creation of Metropolitan Davao Development Authority. Russia withdraws from UN tourism body. Over 300,000 foreign tourist arrivals logged. LPA ITCZ to bring scattered rain showers. Depleted heat down hawks. And green energy projects loan at 20 billion pesos, says Landbank. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, April 27, 2022. I'm Miguel Patagonon and this is Tribune News on Cue. Here are the stories for this evening. The Department of Health announced that it has detected the first case of Omicron BA.2.12 in Baguio City, and based on the DOH surveillance systems, the new sublineage BA.2.12 was detected in a 52-year-old Finnish female who arrived from Finland last April 2. She was not required to undergo routine isolation at a quarantine facility since she was fully vaccinated and arrived asymptomatic, according to DOH. Meanwhile, 9 asymptomatic close contacts were identified. 2 of them were tested and found to be negative. The DOH said she has finished her 7-day isolation and has recovered and been discharged. It added that the patient returned to her home country last April 21. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere earlier said the new sublineage BA.2.12 and BA.2.12.1 spreading in the United States led to 93% of its recent COVID-19 infections. President Rodrigo Duterte has approved the creation of the Metropolitan Davao Development Authority, or MDDA. According to the presidential spokesperson Martin Andanar, Duterte signed Republic Act No. 11708, or the Metropolitan Davao Development Authority Act. The MDDA will work on development planning, transport management, waste disposal, flood control, urban renewal, zoning, land use, among others, in 15 local government units in the region or Metropolitan Davao. An MDDA council will be formed which will govern and make policies for the concerned local government units, and it will be composed of the chairperson of the Regional Development Council, the governors of the provinces of Davao Oriental, Davao de Oro, Davao del Norte, Davao del Sur, and Davao Occidental, and the 15 mayors of the cities and municipalities concerned. Russia is withdrawing from the United Nations tourism body, the UN World Tourism Organization said Wednesday ahead of a vote to suspend Moscow's membership over its invasion of Ukraine. To recall, the UNWTO announced in March that it wanted to suspend Russia over its invasion of Ukraine. The decision must be approved by 2/3 of its 159 member states at a 2-day extraordinary General Assembly which got underway in Madrid on Wednesday. The UNWTO said the vote will go ahead even though Russia has said it is withdrawing from the body to give member states their say. The body said it is the first time it has met to consider the suspension of one of its members. Tribune News on Cue will be back after these reminders.
Pilipino na magiting at masipag. Yan po ang Pilipino. asawa ko po ay cameraman na kasama sa lapas lang sa Maguindanao Massacre. Si Attorney Harry Roque, hindi po niya kami nakakalimutan.
Sa mga walang boses sa lipunan, si Harry Roque ang spokesman ng bayan. Attorney Harry Roque sa Senado, number 54 sa balota.
Si Harry Roque pinaglaban ang karapatang Pilipinong mangisda sa sariling karagatan. Malaking tulong po na ibigay niya po sa akin.
Sa mga walang boses sa lipunan, si Harry Roque ang spokesman ng bayan. Attorney Harry Roque sa Senado, number 54 sa balota.
Boses natin sa Kongreso, PG Party List. Kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, basic good. Atin to, magkaisa ng marinig ang mga hinaing. Young and active leaders sa Kongreso, ang boses natin. Tandaan at iboto, balota 108. Civilian realize the projects we dreamed of. PG Party List, vote 108 na. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, boses natin sa Kongreso. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, basic good. Atin to, PG Party List, atin to.
Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelovelo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chert Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
In other news, the Department of Tourism, or DOT, said Wednesday that more than 300,000 foreign tourists have visited the Philippines following the country's reopening of its borders in February. The DOT said a total of 319,047 arrivals were reported in the country from February 10 to April 25, with a significant increase in the arrivals recorded this month. Tourism Secretary Bernadette Puyat expressed optimism that holding the 2022 World Travel and Tourism Council, or WTTC, Global Summit in the country last week will further boost the tourism sector as more foreigners will be made aware that the Philippines is a safe and fun destination to travel. According to the Tourism Department, the majority, or 66,245 of the foreign tourists since February came from the United States. It was followed by Canada and South Korea with 15,024 and 14,697 respectively. State Weather Bureau Pag-asa announced that a low-pressure area and intertropical convergence zone will bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over southern Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Visayas, Mindanao, Bicol region, Romblon, and Palawan will experience cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms with possible flash floods, or landslides during moderate to at times heavy rains. Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to easterlights and localized thunderstorms. Coastal waters would be light to moderate throughout the country. Maximum temperature is 33 degrees Celsius at 1:50 p.m. and the minimum temperature is 25 degrees Celsius at 5 a.m. In sports, Victor Oladipo led the depleted Miami Heat to a series-clinching 97-94 victory over the Atlanta Hawks on Tuesday as Ja Morant produced a dazzling late-scoring spree to give Memphis a thrilling win over Minnesota in the NBA playoffs. Miami missing injured stars Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry produced a superb defensive performance to shut down Atlanta and advance to an Eastern Conference semifinal series against either Philadelphia or Toronto. Oladipo, who only returned to action in March after an 11th-month injury layoff, was handed his first start of the playoffs by Heat coach Erik Spoelstra. The 29-year-old two-time All-Star repaid the fate with a 23-point display alongside Bam Adebayo, who finished with 20 points and 11 rebounds. The win marked a fairy tale return to center stage for Oladipo, whose career has been decimated by injuries and surgeries over the past 3 years. And in business, the Landbank of the Philippines said it has approved loans amounting to 20.1 billion pesos to 56 borrowers in support of local renewable energy projects as of March 31, 2022. Landbank said the release of loans in line with the state-run lenders' commitment to sustainable development as the country reels from the effects of changing global climates and shifting weather patterns. The bank said that through its renewable energy program, it aims to finance the development of renewable energy sources and increase access to reliable, clean, and sustainable power to help mitigate the effects of climate change in the country. Landbank said its renewable energy program can finance renewable energy projects harnessing biomass, geothermal, solar, hydro, ocean, and wind power. That wraps up the stories tonight. Before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, the Department of Tourism, MG Motors, Hino Motors, Security Bank, Empire Eastlands Holdings Incorporated, and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. Again, this is Miguel Pautagonon, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its vibrant community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tarsito are available on our community Viber.